Welcome to the second session of Vijana wa Messiah show. And our today's topic, we are going to discuss about the reason why people change. So that is the today's topic. We are going to discuss reasons why people change. One thing I've come to realize about we as human beings, we do things according to what our environment forces us to do. A good example, I might be a good person, or let's just say I'm a humble person, I'm a quiet person, I don't like involving myself with bad things or something like that. But at times, situations forces us to do what we don't like doing. It was yesterday I was with this friend of mine. I can't mention his name, that is confidential. I was talking with him and I noticed that he's usually avoiding the crowd. He's usually avoiding the people. He likes isolating himself from the crowd. So I approached him and asked, "Hey, what's up? Mbona hautaki kuinvolve yourself na wase watu wanakunywa chai huku and umekaa tu hapa peke yako?" Then he told me, "I am enjoying my peace of mind." Then I asked him, "Do you have the problem? Do you have any problem in the world?" Then he told me, "No, I don't have the problem in the world. The world is the one which has problems with it." Then I asked him again, "Why are you saying that?" Then he told me, "You know what, Achila? It's funny how people judge us without even knowing us. The first day they see you, they are just scared of you. They judge you for your looks, for how you talk, how you speak, how you walk. They just judge you without knowing you. I never understood why people judge me. Anything bad that happens, they will say, it's me. So I thought it very wise to avoid the crowd. I thought it very wise to avoid everyone and just to be myself, to have peace of mind. I didn't ask any more questions, but it became clear to my mind that what he said was the truth. What he said was pure truth. Why am I supporting him? You will become my friend because you want something from me, or you are going to gain something from me. That is pure truth. What will you gain from me? Let's say that I am a celebrity. I am known by many people, or let's say I have money, or let's say I am sociable with many people, and you are there, you are not known by anyone, and you want to be known. So you will be associating with me so that you can be known through me. That is the first fact. Another thing, you will become my friend because you need me. Why am I saying that? You might be in need of my support, and I am able to give you, isn't it? So you will be maintaining that relationship so that you can get support. But truth be told, so there is this point of life where it knocks you down, where you have nowhere else to look into. There is this point of life where you are struggling but you ain't getting nothing. that point of life where you will be looking for that friend whom you helped. Yet he or she will tell you, hello, I will call you after 30 minutes. Hello, I'm actually busy. Yet, back in time, you used to call him or her. Then he said, let me steal time. Wacha niibe wakati hapa nionge nawe. I just want to talk to you. Those people, you will text them to their inbox. Hi. Immediately, they will reply, hello bestie, hello friend, something of sort. That time, it always reaches to our lives. There's that part of life where we have to experience it. We have to experience that fact. You will look left and right and left, up and down. There is no one. That's why I always advise my friends and everyone, do not expose everything about yourself. Just have that part of yourself hidden. What am I saying? I'm trying to say this. You should live two lives. Your shadow life and your real life. Your shadow life is the one which you expose it to the world. Your shadow life is that life which people expect you to give them. What kind of life is that? This is a life where people will know you for what they think they know who you are. That shadow life is the life which you are free or you are comfortable to show it to everybody. But your real life, your real pain, you should learn to heal by yourself sometimes. Because when you come to me and tell me about what you are going through or something that is hindering your life or something, the pain or the hurt you are going through or the betrayal, friends will even betray you. You will come to tell me as your best friend. Then when one day when we'll have our misunderstandings, I will tell it to another friend. That friend will tell to another friend. That friend will tell you will tell it to another friend, and the cycle will continue like that until it comes back to haunt you. That is life. Such is life. So think about it. These are reasons to everything. People come to our life with a reason. Some people come to your life, do whatever they are meant to do in your life, then they go. They come, they go. They come again, and they go. Then they come to go. Be your own hero. Learn to be independent. Learn how to settle your own scores in life. Learn how to counter your own problems. Sometimes it's not wise to involve everybody with your problems. I'm not saying that it's not wise to share your problems with, but if you share it with everyone, trust me, out of your 10 friends, 9 of them are not your friends. One of them is the one who is your friend. You can't really know who is your true friend. You will not know. That's why if you need maybe a psychological service or help, you can't be that direct. Just come up with something so that you can get an advice without that person knowing that actually you are experiencing that problem. It's all about mental intuition. It's all about understanding the psychology of other human beings. Because for you to understand me, first of all, you need to put yourself into my shoes so that you can understand what I go through. But if I can't put yourself into your shoes, how will I understand you? And then you are telling me about your problems. I'm trying to. How will I understand you, by the way? That's why I'm telling you. It's not wise enough to share all your problems to everyone. Sometimes you need just to have your peace of mind or create your own happiness. If the world can't give you happiness, then create your own happiness. If the world is against you, then go against the gravity of the world. Happiness is not given, it is earned. Trust is not given, it is earned. Love yourself more. Remember, dear listeners, you can send your views or opinions concerning our topic of today, which is the reasons why people change. You can send your message or you can call me via our contact number, which is 0727343837. Contact number is 0727343837. What can make a person change? That is a very good question. What can change a person? Remember, you can never change without a good reason or a bad one. There is something which can drive you to change. There is something which forces a person to change. What can make you change? I think I've told you about the story of this guy with whom the world is against him, which forces him to put himself aside from the world. He's isolating himself from the crowd. That is something which is so sensitive, and we are ignorant for that, because we human beings, we are so concerned about materialistic things rather than spiritual things. Remember, everything we see, everything we smell, everything we touch, everything we hear is stored into our consciousness. We can say bad things about a person and we will forget it, but remember that person. The words that we are saying to that person, either negative or positive, they are stored to their consciousness. The more negative words we offer to the person, the more negative words we redirect to the person, the more it haunts him. His consciousness haunts him. There will be so many whys in their mind. Why me? Why is the world against me? What have I done wrong to this world? So they will be forced to try to create their own world, their own imaginary world, where there is full of peace and loneliness. How is that possible? This person will decide, let me focus with this. Okay, I want to achieve something. I want to progress something. Maybe, okay, they will put their focus in materialistic things, but they won't involve themselves with the world. There's this I've watched this movie, this series. It was an Indian soap opera which was called Till the End of Time, about Maya Sharma. If some of you have watched it in the Switch television, there's a message which I learned from there. This Maya Sharma was mistreated by his father while she was too young, and her mother was ignorant of her suffering. She was never there to support her. Later, their father left them, and she lived with her mother, and her mother became very ill, and she was so obsessed with being successful, and she got what she wanted, and she had that mentality of not trusting anyone. She never believed in love. She was full of hatred and rage. Why was she that way? Because the world itself was against her. She had no one to help her. She was all by herself. So she felt she never saw the light into the darkness she was in. Pain can make us lose ourselves. Pain can blindfold our soul. We can't see light. But I always believe that we can create light, a sparkle of light into some darkness. This is a way we can bring about a sparkle of light into some darkness. So this Maya lived that life, a very bitter life, a life which she was so serious, removing that smile in her face. It was so hard. She couldn't even smile. She was so focused with progress and being successful. And she took care of her mother, who was ill, but she never talked much to her. She would only bring medicine, but not talk to her. She will, whenever she sees her mother, she will always remember all the bad deeds her father did to her. One day, she got the love of her life. But when she got that person, she never wanted to lose him. She was so obsessed. There's a difference between an obsessive love and that mutual love. But to her, that was pure obsession. In relationship, there's always a process. There's always a process. When you meet a person, you get attached to that person. And that attachment is converted into love. And that love is maintained by trust. In trust, there is something called devotion. Trust is deeper devotion to somebody or something. Devotion which has some madness, and madness which can lead to death. That is obsession. That is the definition of obsession. So this Maya was so obsessed to the husband, to the extent she wouldn't let anyone near him, even his friends. She would be against him. To the extent she killed even his mother just to protect his love. She didn't want to lose any, because since her childhood she has never ever experienced something called love. Now that she has it, she doesn't want to lose it. That way, she thought she was right, but she was making the husband to hate him more. She was arrested, but even in jail, she was so obsessed about this guy. She escaped from the prison and she still went back to the family, having that a glimmer of hope to win back the love of her life. At the end, she ended up dead. She died with bitter pain. She felt like she has never experienced something called happiness. So something like that changes a person. It changes the concept of how we humans think. Whatever we do to others, we should reconsider on the results, on the outcome results. You will humiliate a person, but you don't know the outcome. Before we do something, we should first of all weigh the positive and the negative side before we do it. There are some of us who are so sensitive about things. We are so sensitive about life. We are so sensitive about spiritual intuition. Our mental thinking is very deep to some of us. And If you are so keen, if you've been so keen in this life, you realize that the most sensitive people, they are those who at some point in life they were alone. They are alone. They are always alone. Why? They are trying to isolate themselves from the world. They are trying to isolate themselves from the real world. Why? They are enjoying their silence from the world, which is very noisy to them. From the world which is against them. Let's just live this world with the love. Let's share love to everybody. Let's not do things which can change a person. Let's not do things which can install pain into someone's heart. Because pain can change a person to be an animal with instinct. That this person will be living with instinct, but with no humanity. The love which was there will die, but the animal in that person will be born because of pain, because of humiliation, because of mistrust. Let's do things that can benefit a person positively. No matter how I can behave very badly because of maybe, let's say, I can behave in very negatively because of my anger. But at the end of the day, when my anger has cooled off, I'll come back to normal. We should understand that we have our own weaknesses. We can't judge a person by their looks, their action, what they do, what they eat. We have no power to judge such a person. We have our own weaknesses and our own strengths. Let's not do things which can change a person. Remember, you're listening to Legend Maria Radio, and this is Vijana wa Messiah shows, the last session, which is Canova-G's mental and spiritual coaching.